Hello my fellow budget nerds! Have you ever heard of the 100 envelope saving challenge? It quite simply is as the name says, you take 100 envelopes, you number them 1 to 100, and then every week you stuff one of the envelopes with the cash. You can choose whatever envelope you do that week. If you complete the entire challenge, you will have more than 5,000 euros. 5,050 euros to be exact. There are, however, for me two problems with this challenge. One, I don't really like cash. I don't know what it is about cash, but I don't really track its spending, so whenever I have cash, I spend it. I don't know where it went. So I try to avoid having cash. And therefore it's difficult for me to stuff the envelopes with physical cash since I don't really normally have the cash. But I found a solution to this. I created an Excel tracker that I can use to keep track of which envelopes I fill, and I will fill them digitally. I opened up a new savings account especially for this challenge, where every time I fill an envelope, will deposit the money in that savings account. So by the end of the challenge, I hopefully should have my 5,050 euros, plus maybe a tiny bit of interest. I opened up a savings account with KBC Bank. This bank offers a free account, and you can open up as much free savings accounts as you would like to have. They don't give a lot of interest, however. I just opened one today and it said it would be 0.45% interest. Not a lot, but I guess it's better than nothing. I throughout the challenge will also inform you if interest has added to the amount, and that way we can see together at the end of the challenge if it actually paid any money in interest or not. A weird thing, however, happened while I was opening the savings account. You always have to agree to the terms of use, and it gave a disclaimer that there was a risk that the money at the end of your savings would not be worth as much anymore due to inflation. I personally never noticed this warning before. I wonder, have you ever seen this? Is this new? Is this due to the high inflation that we see lately? Anyway, I'm not too worried about the inflation since it is money I will use within the year. My second problem with the challenge is the timeline. I will need the money on July 1st of 2024. This gives me only 47 weeks to complete the challenge. Now you can choose however much time you would like to spend on this challenge. You can, for example, do one envelope every week. This way it will take you 100 weeks to finish the challenge. This is a little over 2 years, so that won't work. More commonly it is to fill 2 envelopes every week. This way you can complete a challenge in 50 weeks or within a year. I'm still 3 weeks short for this 2 envelopes a week system, but I think I can find some solutions. I, for example, will receive a bonus at the end of the year that I can put towards filling a few extra envelopes. If this, however, does not work out, I also will still receive holiday pay in May of next year, and then I can use that money to put towards more envelopes as well. So, for the very first envelopes, I chose 2 envelopes. Of course, in the beginning of the challenge, I'm still very excited, so I decided to get a great head start and start to fill the 100 euro envelope first. And then I chose also the number 1 envelope, so in total I transferred 101 euros to my newly opened savings account. This brings me at 2% of my goal towards 5,050 euros. Anyway, I'm very excited for the great opportunity that is awaiting me. I really wonder, what would you do if you had 5,000 euros? If you as well want to have 5,000 euros by the end of August next year, you could join me in the challenge and start filling 2 envelopes every week. Let me know what you would like to use the money for. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week for filling 2 more envelopes. Bye! Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.